Hello and good afternoon, and welcome to the Hoops and Culture Basketball Tournament. We've got a special day for you in Detroit that'll lead into the night. And we started off with a home team, the Wayne State Warriors, taking on Talladega College. He's Daryl Jacobs. My name is Chad Bush. Horatio Williams has got us in a wonderful situation today, and it kicks off and tips off with you, sir. What a wonderful experience that we're about to see, and so many events surrounding this basketball game and events. Tell us a little bit about your excitement level, Daryl Jacobs.
Well, you know what? I've come from an HBCU environment where I was the head basketball coach at two HBCUs. Horatio Williams, upon me relocating here to Detroit, actually was talking about this for a long time. And I say, hey, why don't you do it? Because there's nothing that's never been done like this on the basketball side. But on the football side, it has been done. So this is a great event, great for the youth, underserved community here in the city of Detroit, and the opportunity to meet a whole lot of people in today's event.
And it gives us a chance to see the home team, Wayne State University, and Brian Smothers in his fourth year, leading his alma mater. Thinks he might have his best team yet, loves his depth. Let's start first with the Warriors.
Yes, he's looking for the size. He recruited size. He wanted to get big on the wing. He also wanted to get more athletic on the wing, which he has done thus far.
And we look on the other side, Talladega College comes in from the great state of Alabama. And they've got an exciting roster as well. We had a great chat with their head coach.
No doubt about it. Great roster. But not only that, the president, him and I was actually at Clark Atlanta University together. He was the executive director of student affairs. Dr. Willie Todd Jr. is his name.
All right, we've got a great basketball game coming up right after this. Daryl and I will have all the action for you. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by courtside. She'll have all the VIPs coming to you all game long. We're back with more right here on the Horatio Williams YouTube Network.
Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions. Whether I'm working with athletes individually or online,
or whether at Michigan State, when I use my media credentials to cover basketball, football, and other sports and help my sponsors broaden their reach, or whether I'm at the Michigan Capitol working on mental health policy, sports policy like the Name, Image, and Likeness Bill, and look for the Name, Image, and Likeness Handbook that I'll be putting out via ebook really soon.
I'm here to help you. Take care.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
about basketball, man. Ain't nothing like me.
You know I live for this game.
You're good at this. This can get you where you want to go.
You're smart and you're more than talented. So don't waste it by getting yourself into things you can't get out of.
And you got a bright future ahead of you. You gotta stop focusing on this fast money.
I know situations that was actually true that never gone public. My allegations are completely false.
So how much are you gonna make?
You know, some people will find it and get to a bigger check.
Who built this? Me! And nobody taking it.
Remember, whatever you decide to do, always take God with you.
This is like a full circle moment for me. Growing up in Detroit.
One bad decision can change your life for the rest of your life, Rob.
You got a choice to make. It's either the streets or us.
I guess I don't have a choice.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Nice job.
Welcome back. Chad and Daryl with you from Wayne State Fieldhouse in Midtown Detroit. Glad to be with you for Hoops and Culture. Great day of basketball. One game already in the books. Let's get to this one. But first, the award, the Kurt Teasley Icon Award. And Delonda Little, well-deserved recipient of this. You see Horatio Williams and the presentation of it. He's got some snazzy glasses, too. I like that.
Absolutely.
Was one of the best basketball players ever to play at Wayne State University. She was a Tartar back in the day. Good to see Dee Little. She's an official as well, and she's one of the best ones in the state of Michigan at multiple levels.
And
now then.
I think she was I think she's the first female official to do a state boys high school basketball game here in the state of Michigan. So congratulations to Miss Little.
You bet.
And we're going to have a great one this afternoon.
Yes, sir. Let's get to the starters of this one. Talladega College comes in from the great state of Alabama, and here's how they'll roll them out. Eric Howard Jr. along with Trey Simmons in the backcourt. Arthur Williams, Jalen Bing Wallace, and Sean Walker up front. Who do you like most so far for who you see for the Tornadoes?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're good. They had an exhibition game. Matter of fact, NIA starts a little bit earlier. Their season has started as well. So the coach was kind of concerned about some of the things they do. You know, Sean Walker is a very, very good player at 6'8". You know, Eric Howard, point guard, as well as Trey Simmons, who's the shooter.
No doubt, the big body of Sean Walker, 6'8", 280. Love to see that big guy out there. Let's meet Wayne State and the Warriors, led by Brian Smothers in his fourth year back to his alma mater. And Jordan Briggs returns along with John Brantley, the former Brother Rice Warrior. Carlos Paul III also returns for the Warriors. And Kevin Tomacloe is the big boy in the middle. And rounding out the starting five is Jotham Nwoke. Brian Smothers in his fourth year. What do you like best about the Warriors and what we had with our conversation with Brian Smothers?
I tell you what, one of the things he wanted to address the areas concerned was his depth, as well as getting bigger and more athletic on the wings. And that's something he thinks he has done. And also, he has quite a few players. He can think he could possibly go anywhere from 10 to 12 in his rotation this year. So when you play these exhibition games, Chad, this is what you try to find out, try different lineups, different chemistry to see what's going on as well. And guys are vying to get themselves in that rotation.
John Jokai on the staff came over from Oakland Community College, part of the new Spice, a re-energized Spice, and energy in the air in Detroit and Midtown. They lost 4 starters, though, Daryl, from a year ago. 9 returners, but, you know, there's a lot of things that they had to replace. 4 JUCO guys, 2 D1 guys, 8 new players, and they're excited to see what's in front of them.
Welcome to college basketball. His roster sounds like everybody else sounds in the country, whether you're D3, 2, or 1.
All right, we're underway. Jordan Briggs into the front court. And Wayne State will take on Michigan Dearborn in a couple of weeks in their regular season beginnings. Now high on the left with 10 on the clock. Pull-up jumper. Back of the heel and back through a live-in right roll early on for John Brantley. That's a good sign. He had an excellent fall, Daryl.
Yes, he did. Coach was really excited about him coming into the season as well. Got to shoot about. You could tell he's at home.
Soft touch by the big boy Sean Walker, the defensive glass cleanup. And here come the Warriors up 2-0 on the live-in right roll. A little push off, no big deal. 17-footers fresh. And it's 4-0 Wayne State, 55 seconds in.
I tell you, that's a nice mid-range jump shot by Briggs there. NBA move, got his body into him, showed him off, was able to knock down the mid-range, which is a lost art, Chad.
Oh, is it ever? Does it matter anymore?
Yes, it does.
Pull-up, jump shot, bang. That's Trey Simmons out of Orlando, Florida. Why does it still matter?
It's because it's a high percentage shot. And a lot of times what happens is people pass those shots up and don't realize it's a higher percentage shot. And most times people are shooting over 50% from the floor, but what brings that percentage down is that three-point shooting. As you see, a turnover right there.
Active hands by Talladega. The Tornadoes already have an exhibition game or two actually under their belt. They're coming off a 94-85 loss on Saturday at Tyne Davis Gym against William Carey in Mississippi. And right now they've tied the game up with back-to-back buckets on a 4-0 run.
And I tell you, neither team has shot that three-point shot. That high percentage shot is there as well.
Tied at 4, 2 minutes in. Offense is crispy despite the new beginnings. The Gino Bealey pass to the corner. Dead spot left. Bank is open in Detroit. It's not 4:30 yet. Count it. The bankage.
I tell you, I said neither team has shot a three-pointer, and there you go right there, knocking down one.
Stepping into a 16-footer's cash money from Motown. That's Derek Burden out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Wayne State +1.
I tell you, got to that free throw line area. Wayne State didn't show on the screen. It's just good job attacking the basket right there.
That's Briggs on the attack. He's out of Muskegon, Michigan in his third year. And you got to love the aggressiveness here, Daryl.
And that's what you want to do. Anytime you're a guard going up, you want to elevate into the big guy chest, draw the contact, stop his elevation. He did a good job there, drawing the contact, and ultimately getting 2 free throws here.
Strong free throw shooter, 80% a year ago when he averaged 8 points a game. And he played in about 25 minutes per contest, started 10 out of 29. Guy who has experience and a guy that's going to have to step up this year.
And a guy that can knock down free throws. Anytime you got a ball handler that's shooting 80% or above, that's the kind of player you want to stay in the game for you at the end of the games when those teams are trying to foul you.
One of the 4 captains, Jordan Briggs. And he gives the Warriors a 3-point lead. Tornadoes feeling all right in Detroit. Great dinner last night at Fixin's. They're feeling in place. And they got the big boy down low. That's Sean Walker. And all 6'8", 280 of them nearly got that to go down. On the run, no time to waste. Briggs into the front court. Briggs was blocked. Sean got him from behind, and he didn't see it coming. Ball out of bounds, baseline right.
And that's a good job pushing the ball up the court in transition right there, as you can see on the replay. Good job by the Tornadoes getting back. The big fella blocking the shot.
Yes, sir. Ball out of bounds, lob play, and the shot was rejected. Great catch by Yotham, but another rejection. The blocks continue.
I tell you, 2 blocks in a row by the big fella. Good job down there. He's very active. His size is very deceptive. Good athlete.
Both teams shooting 3 of 5 until now. And the rebound ripped down by Kevin.
Both teams are getting their shots. And that's the stupid foul right there. You don't want to pick up that one, big fella. You're too important to the team. And if anything, you got to move your feet. Now, if he was going to the basket, sometimes you take those hard fouls to send a message to let the little guards know you're not coming down here and get nothing easy, but you don't want to get that kind of foul up top.
And a rare foul for Walker that's a bit unlike him. He's a high IQ player. Topside Briggs to the sideline for 3, rim off, no good. That's from Brantley out of Farmington Hills just up the road. 6th-year senior. John Brantley was at Lafayette for 4 years. Little pick and roll, and Big Sean's going to get it ripped away, stolen away, like a kid on Halloween, a little candy taken away. Lob down low. That's nearly ripped. Now it's stripped, and there's a whistle called, and that will halt play 4 minutes into the first frame.
And I tell you, both teams are playing kind of nervous. Shoot some high percentage shots to start the game. We only had 1 3-pointer taken this game thus far, and we're going to get a media timeout here.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 16 to go in the first. Daryl Jacobs and Chad Bush high above Wayne State Fieldhouse. Proud to bring you basketball in the afternoon on a Thursday. Back with more after this on the Hoops and Culture Network. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. Welcome back to Hoops and Culture. While we got a moment, let's go down to Charlotte Turbrock. Charlotte, who do you have with you?
Thanks, Chad. I am here with Desmond Ferguson, CEO of Moneyball Sportswear. Desmond, can you just tell us a little bit about Moneyball Sportswear and why you started the athletic line?
Yeah, we athletic clothing line. We specialize in doing custom team uniforms, but we also have the retail side of business. And we've been in business 23 years. And the reason why I started because I believe athletes should have ownership within the game that they play.
What was the reason behind you developing that feeling of support for athletes?
Well, for me, it started off as an entrepreneur. As a young kid, I was a local barber, so that made me want to be an entrepreneur later on in life. Came across some manufacturers while playing professionally overseas, and here we are 23 years later doing uniforms for teams all across the world.
That's amazing. What's the lasting impact that you want to have on all athletes, but also the Detroit community as well?
Overall, we want to inspire. We want to inspire and give back to the community which we come from, and let athletes know that they can have ownership within the game.
Thank you, Desmond.
Thank you.
Chad, back to you.
Thank you, Desmond Ferguson. Just a staple in Detroit, and he's done it well for a couple decades. Thank you, Charlotte. Appreciate that. Daryl Jacobs, Chad Bush back with you. 9-8 Wayne State. Daryl, what do you notice so far in this game, even though we're nearly 5 minutes in?
Well, both teams are shooting 50% from the floor. Actually, Talladega is shooting 57% from the floor. Wayne State is shooting 50% from the floor. So teams are taking very high percentage shot, being very selective, and staying within the context of their offense.
A warm offense for Talladega. They don't need nights. They've got days here in Talladega, and a great one in Detroit for Eric Howard out of Marietta, Georgia in suburban Atlanta.
That's a nice teardrop in lane. That's what you want to do as a little guard. You got a turnover right here, getting into the lane. And what I'm noticing, Chad, the Tornadoes are getting a lot of paint touches. And you're going to hear me talk about that. I'm going to call them PTE, paint touch efficiency. Teardrop right there, good finish.
Barely got a little slither of that net. It was so smooth going down.
I like Allen Iverson.
There was no peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I tell you what. Let's see what they do. Most teams are running their pattern offense, ball screen. You got to headhunt on those ball screens. If you're going to set those screens, you got to headhunt. Good job right there.
Wayne State's gone to their bench. Cooper Cragg, the transfer from Oakland and out of Detroit Catholic Central, is checked in.
Be conscious of the shot clock here.
Along with Chase Kuiper, one at the buzzer. Splash City from way downtown, from downtown Detroit. The kid came to play, Eric Howard.
I tell you what, good job right there. Good contest, good defense, just better offense.
5 for Howard to tie for the game high. Dribble drive kick. Cooper Cragg's 3, no. Played for Greg Campy at Oakland U. Back the other way, Talladega feeling it. They're +4, largest lead of the game for either team.
And they're shooting 66% from the floor. And got a foul right there, and one.
Count it. And the change for Eric Howard Jr., showing out Detroit at Hoops and Culture.
Tell you what, he had the teardrop in the lane. Now he makes a pro move right here. Good contact, drew the foul. Good concentration and finish. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Foul on Kuiper, who's out of Troy, and a transfer from Detroit Mercy. So he will sit. And now looking to add to his tasty afternoon is Eric Howard.
He converts the old-fashioned three-point play.
7-point touchdown lead, Daryl.
And you're going to see a 2-2-1 back in probably the 2-3 zone by the Tornadoes. And let's see if they drop back into it. Not a smart foul right there. I know you was anticipating trying to get the steal, but you had containment. You had actually almost took 10 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
And that's what you want to do. Let them get across half court with maybe 20 seconds to go, and now make them conscientious of the shot clock. Not a smart foul right there, Chad.
No, sir. So a reset. Topside crossover. Little nifty handle. Slide to the corner. 3 on the way. No. Big boy box out. And a rebound ripped off by Smith. Back the other way. Kick corner. Smith. Heel out. No. And the rebound pulled off by Briggs.
And that's what Wayne State's got to get out in transition. They're having trouble scoring in the half court against the Tornadoes defense.
Tamacloe for 3. No. Nothing but window. Too strong to Howard. Kick out 3. Left wing no good from Jenkins. And it over the back will go send it the way of the Warriors.
I tell you, the Tornadoes are doing a very good job, Chad, taking those high percentage shots. 7 for 10 from the floor, shooting 70% from the floor right now, and 1 for 1 for 3, as opposed to Wayne State only shooting 37% from the floor, 1 for 4 for 3. So, sure they're going to make the adjustment, try to go get something inside. As you can see, the 2-2-1 might jump back into a 2-3 zone. And let's see if they're in a 2-3 zone.
Touchdown lead right now for the road team, Talladega.
They're in the zone.
Let's see how this zone offense is developed.
Now it's a matchup zone. Yeah.
High ball screen, Esman. Kick to the corner. Pocket 3, rim off. No. Offensive rebound by Esman. And a foul over the back, and that's the kind of thing that Esman brings. And Brian Smothers talked about Esman being a captain, a guy that can play. He's physical, and he can make plays like this and give you more possessions.
And that's a great paint touch right there. Kick out for the open 3. Got to knock down that shot. Often I say when I was a coach, scholarship players, you got to knock down that wide open look. But great offensive rebound. Give themselves another opportunity.
Play down low, right block. Power, left hand, no good. Missed the bunny. Ribbed out. Nowecki. And that's a turnover, and that has been the only trouble so far in this game for Talladega, as they've now flipped it over, Daryl, in this game. I guess that's just their second. My bad.
Yeah, second turnover.
Not bad.
But last couple of times down the floor, they try to force the action a little bit instead of getting some movement and getting no high percentage paint touches, I can see.
Adam Arialt will check in. He's a local product out of Grosse Pointe North, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore. They will rest Jotham Nowecki. The story of the game for Talladega has been their sharp shooting. Tough shots with high results. That one's short, and we've got a jump ball, and the possession area goes back to the Warriors.
Wayne State's got to do a much better job showing on the ball screens, not allowing the ball handler to turn the corner. Got a couple of mid-range foul line jump shots there, and got to keep them out of the paint. Let them get a lot of paint touches. That's what you don't want to do right now. If I was keeping paint touch efficiency, it'd be very high for the Tornadoes of Talladega College.
Last year, Wayne State finished over 500, 15-14 overall, and 11-19 in league play. And it was the second straight year that Smothers got the Warriors into the conference tournament. That's the first time it had happened since 2017. twirl and swirl into the paint, and Carlos Paul III out of Southfield just up the road earns his way to the line. And this is what you should do when you need to score, right?
Absolutely. Tough move inside right there. Paint touch, Chad. You got to get in the paint, either to create your own shot or create a shot for a teammate as well. And that's what you want to do. High percentage shot, put some points on the board without the clock moving.
Your family. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Let's go courtside with Charlotte Turbrock, who's standing by with a special guest. Charlotte, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. I am here with Tori Tucker. Tori, you are heavily involved in athletics here at Wayne State, and you were also heavily involved in organizing today, Hoops and Culture. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, man. So I spent the last few years as the Associate Athletic Director at Wayne State. So I feel like this was really, really important, one, to bring to our city, especially with all the things that we're doing at Wayne State. While I'm no longer in athletics, I'm now a professor. So to be able to bridge the two there and provide these opportunities for the kids in our city.
What is the main message that you want people to know about Hoops and Culture?
The biggest thing that we want to push is you can't be what you can't see, right? And so this is an opportunity for us to put student athletes from home. There's some student athletes that were born and raised here that play at these schools, right? So our younger generation to be able to see that, but then also see, the academic side as well.
You have won the Icon Award that you'll receive later. What does it mean to you to be honored with such a honorable award?
I still don't have the words for it, honestly. I mean, the category of individuals that receive this award are some people that I've looked up to for years since getting into this industry. So I'm still trying to, put those feelings and emotions together, but I think it's awesome, because there's somebody somewhere is looking at me and saying, wow, I can do this. And so to be able to receive that award, it's a full circle moment.
Congratulations, and thank you, Tori.
Thank you.
Chad, back to you.
Thanks, Charlotte. Thank you, Tori. Congratulations on the honor. I know they miss her in athletics, but the university still has Tori, so that's what's most important.
That is correct. She's fantastic. She's done a great job helping out with this event here, and without her, none of this would be possible. So congratulations, Tori.
Briggs at the buzzer, and it's a solid defensive set for Talladega, and that's a shot clock violation.
And that's what you don't want to have, especially at home. You got to be very conscious of shot clock, and your bench has got to be yelling it out as well to let you know when that time is winding down. And this is why you play these exhibition games, Chad.
That's it. Scramble on the floor, trying to force that turnover. Aggressive man-to-man defense. Brian Smothers says, this is what I learned from David Greer, the man he took over for 4 years ago. He said, yeah, I have experience with John Beilein, and I took a lot from my experience with John Beilein. And you asked him, did you take that zone? And he said, We kept that David Greer. I kept a lot from Beilein, but David Greer, I took that man-to-man defense, and there we see the aggressiveness again by Talladega paying off.
And that paint touch I've been talking about.
Yes.
A team that can get into the paint to create their own shot or create a shot for the teammate 9 times out of 10 is going to bode well for you as well.
Wayne State had a 4-0 lead in this game. Talladega has blown this thing all the way up to 7. The Tornadoes are playing their 3rd game. And they're playing under a new head coach, for which they have just rolled out this year. And Jameis Hartsfield, we talked to him earlier this week, and he's excited to be here, and he likes these guys. And this is a group he's just thrilled to have. And he says this team is just fresh, and it's a good blend of new guys and returners.
Welcome to college basketball, where it's a blend of new guys, and those new guys is going to be echoing probably for a while in the game of college basketball. But, very excited for him. He got a great president, as I mentioned at the top of the telecast. Dr. Willie Todd Jr., me and him was colleagues at Clark Atlanta University, where I was the head coach at that particular time in student affairs, and I just went into the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations
Clark Atlanta
for that.
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
It's an outstanding honor. Did you have a good time? It was in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Had a great time, and had a chance to see a lot of my former players and rekindle some magic. We talked a little bit, so it was always good to get there as well. I was able to have the opportunity to go to Clark Atlanta University and build a championship program from the abyss.
Congratulations on that. Glad you had fun. Stayed out of trouble in Atlanta. Not easy for everyone.
Not at all. Not at all. Got to handle this pressure. Good job right there, seeing it up the sidelines.
Briggs ahead, lay in, no, missed it, ripped off by Carlos Paul, and tried to regain the possession, but
I'll tell you right now, the Tornadoes are playing a little bit harder than Wayne State right now. For Wayne State to be a home team, a little jittery right now. Got to take care of the basketball. We got to handle that pressure. And as I mentioned, Coach Smothers is trying to find his rotation, even though he thinks he can play 10 guys. But you got to prove yourself. Exhibition game against the NAIA Division I team, who's pretty good, as well. A lot of athletes for the Tornadoes of Talladega. So this is a good litmus test for Wayne State.
Marshall Thorne will check in. Great athlete, a guy that they really like, who can catch the ball above the rim, the kind of length and athleticism that Brian Smothers wanted to bring in. Learning to be a shot blocker, but they really like 22. Thorne.
Yes.
Left hand shot up, no foul, and there you see it.
And that's the physicality you got to have. Right now, Talladega is really taking it to Wayne State. Listen, watch the movement here. Pivot and power it through, and was smart enough to know he was missing a shot. If the foul wasn't called, he would have got the tip in as well. So that's a good job.
Third foul on Chase Kuiper, the University of Detroit transfer and the former Troy Colt. We got a former Troy Colt on crew today. Austin Sonnenberg in the house, along with the great
Coach Smothers right there, and I tell you,
crew we have.
I tell you, Wallace at the foul line. This young man has some great upside. The coach is really excited about him. He's a junior from Boston, Mass.
You like that? You like that East Coast flavor, don't you?
And I like lefties. Lefties are special ball players. Every lefty player I've coached was either player of the year in the conference for me or all conference. So just something about lefties. They're very productive.
Sure is. He's productive on defense as well. Very athletic and a savvy offensive player. Ariel, whose father is an assistant coach on the women's basketball team at Wayne State.
Coach Hartfield, Talladega, really got his guys playing great defense, getting after him. He's very animated over there. Right now, the momentum is fading.
It's the sixth turnover of the game for Wayne State.
Right here, good job. Forced the turnover right there. Right now, the momentum is favoring Talladega.
You bet. Jenkins to Bing Wallace. Wallace, the southpaw out of Boston. And a patient offense around this man-to-man with a 7-point lead, matching their largest. Now Walker.
Big fella, checking for information. Good footwork there. Good power move by the big fella.
Right hand laying and a tough live and roll for Sean Walker, who can use both hands quite well. Led him in double-doubles last year. Corner three, no. And rebound ripped off by Howard Jr.
I'll tell you, Talladega's doing a real good job holding the Wayne State to one shot.
Yep. Rebound by Nowicki on the break. Ariel again, left wing three, heel out, no. And the volleyball tap to Sean Walker works.
And literally, you called it a volleyball tap, a two-handed one as well. Did a good job, good setup for the rebound.
Yep.
Too bad it wasn't for a dunk or spike.
It's teamwork. And there's a whistle and a handsy foul on the perimeter. I think they're going to get Jalen Jenkins out of Belleville, the sophomore.
That is correct. Got to move your feet along the baseline.
Devin Bell will check in, 6'4" out of Lyndhurst, Ohio. Came over from Lakeland Community College. They really like this young man. A lot of pieces to mix in, Daryl, and we're seeing this recipe of lasagna, call it, coming together.
Absolutely. Both teams are trying to find their favorite dish. And once they do, they find the ingredients that can make that favorite dish, and that's going to be your rotation. But this is why you play these exhibition games, to find out where you're at, find out who heart's pumping the Kool-Aid, and who's got blood in their veins.
I like that. Ball pressure on defense, important for Brian Smothers, John Jokai, and others. Bank is open. We told you, 17-footer is good. That's a bucket for Bing Wallace, the junior from Boston. And don't look now.
That's
but
Boston.
Boston. Park the car. And it's now a 9-point Talladega afternoon lead.
He's been very effective in that high post, Chad. Anytime Wallace gets it there, he's been very effective. Got to make him go to his weak hand, though.
Brantley fading away from the long corner. No, stick back, no. And it's cleaned up by the Bostonian. Bing Wallace on the push.
Wayne State having a real time struggling, scoring the basketball.
Yep. One and done, though. The rebound pulled off by Kevin Tamacloe.
Got numbers here.
Laying good. The easy look and push ahead. And Jotham Nowecki forces a timeout by Jameis Hartsfield. We'll take it with him. Thanks for watching Hoops and Culture TV.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Chad and Daryl back with you. Special thanks to Horatio Williams, Lindsey Huddleston, and all the great folks at Hoops and Culture for making this event just wonderful. I mean, everything's just pristine. It's flawless. We're in Detroit, Midtown, Wayne State Fieldhouse. You get a look at Brian Smothers in his fourth year, and Brian's had some stops with some great coaches and mentors. David Greer was one of them. Not only played for David, but he was on his staff. Coming out of Pontiac Northern High School. 5 seasons as an assistant at Michigan, where he learned under John Beeline. And then 3 years as an assistant at Niagara, where he learned under Greg Paulus. And there he is with John Jokai to his right and Will Vergallo to our left.
Flav.
How about it? He's a frequent visitor in Detroit now. It's not uncommon for Flavor Flav to show up in the D.
I'll tell you that.
But I don't think that was Flavor Flav.
No, not at all. It seemed like he had his medallion, though.
I sure did. It's good to have some mid-afternoon bling. Sean Walker wants some points.
Good job. Checking for information. This one's got to do with big fella. That's a nice move, big fella.
How about it? Short corner left hand. He can do it from the right, too. And he's got Talladega +9, matching their largest lead.
I tell you, if you're watching great post play, he was patient, checked for information, cleared it out, attacked the open spot, and used his offhand, which is his left hand.
Bell to the rack. Hot knife through butter through the green paint. And Wayne State's cut it back to a 7-point deficit with 7 minutes to go in the first.
And Wayne State got to do more of that, Chad. Got to attack the basket. Got to get to the foul line, draw some fouls, see the ball go in the basket at the free throws. But right now, Anything they can get going to the basket is going to be a benefit to them. Bad pass.
Picked off, going the other way, coast to coast. Jalen Jenkins with a finish.
And that's what you got to do. If you're not struggling on the offensive side of the basketball, let your defense create some offense for you. Great steal. Bad skip pass right there by the Tornadoes.
Brian Smothers says, watch out. Jalen Jenkins could be a starter at some point this year. Massive scorer coming over from Macomb Community College, point guard. We got a whistle on the floor and a foul. Wayne State's cut it to 5. They've trailed for most of this first half. They came out with a 4-0 lead and then really haven't been in this game within 4 or 5 points since.
And if you Wayne State, you're only shooting right now from the floor 31%. You're only down 5 points, whereas Talladega is shooting close to 50%, 47%. So you're only down 5 points and shooting 31%. You 1 for 8 from 3 in your home. So that's going to bode well for you.
Sure is. 58% free throw shooter last year was this mammoth of a man, Sean Walker. They expect him to improve, worked on it in the offseason. He's a double-double machine, can finish with both hands. Right. This is their MVP, Sean Walker.
Absolutely. And here's the thing about it. What's killing Wayne State, the fact that they got 6 turnovers, and point off turnovers is in favor of Talladega right now, 10-2. So they're taking advantage of Wayne State turnovers right now. And that's the difference in the ball game. They're not taking care of the basketball. And Talladega's only turned the ball over 2 times.
The more possessions, the better chance for those shots. It's a time-tested tale, isn't it? Ethan Smith has checked in for the Tornadoes. They'll give the big boy Sean Walker a minute to catch his breath. His coach promised to us that he is a load, and nobody wants to defend him.
And you can see why. Great footwork in the post, very patient. You can tell he's an upperclassman, he's experienced down there. And what Wayne State have to do, they got to change the tempo, Chad, a little bit. They got to possibly press, step up their wing pressure, ball pressure. Try to change the whole complexity of the game right now because the tempo is in favor of Talladega right now.
No doubt. Bell splits the pair. Give them 3. Wayne State's led by Brantley's 5. Talladega with the basketball right to left, +5 with 6 minutes to go.
Yes.
Three ball with 4 on the clock. No, 1 and done. Flying in is Jotham Nowecki.
That's what they got to do. Get out in transition. Get some early offense. Great shot right there. Got to make that wide open look. You're home. So this is your gym. You're not shooting well. Great pass down the floor. Another good look.
Left hand reverse, no good. Foul by Kevin Tomacloe, one of the only returning starters for Wayne State this year.
And let him get to a strong hand. You cannot let him get to a strong hand. Good job right there, attacking the basket. And again, that's another paint touch for the Tornadoes.
Carlos Paul will check in the next whistle for Wayne State along with Chase Kuiper. The free throw no good for the Tornadoes, number 8. Arthur Williams, 6'4", sophomore out of Mobile.
And Chad, remember these missed free throws.
They matter.
May come back and haunt the Tornadoes right now. They're only shooting 57% from the foul line.
Yep. Splits the pair, 6-point game, 5.5 left, full court pressure by the Tornadoes. Kuiper across the timeline. Back to JJ.
And I'll tell you that pressure served its purpose. Only left maybe 21 seconds on the shot clock for Wayne State.
Drive into the paint, hop, skip, Euro step, whistled, no good, wave it off. They bust Devin Bell with a travel, and they take away 2 for the Lyndhurst, Ohio native.
Good attack down the lane. Just got to anticipate that contact. Can't shy away from it. You got to look for that contact and go up. If anything, they're going to get the foul call for you, and you're able to get to the foul line and put some points on the board without the clock moving. 7
turnovers for Wayne State. In the paint, floater, no good. Big boy rebound, though, by Bell. He's on the push.
And anytime you're struggling in half-court offense, Chad, you got to get out in transition if you can.
Give Talladega credit for getting back, not allowing it. They've been very assignment sound. How much of having 2 games under their belt do you think has helped them in their lead and their success here in the first?
Immensely, because now you got a little bit of chemistry going. You understand, you see some live game situations. You've been exposed to maybe some things Wayne State haven't seen thus far, as well. So you're a little bit ahead of the curve. And plus, again, Wayne State got a lot of new guys, so this is their first action.
Corner 3, Bell. It's air. Talladega the other way. Bank in, layup, good. Hard to the hole for Trey Simmons.
Oh, that's tough right there. He anticipated the contact, was able to finish.
Guy known to be a shooter was a driver there and a finisher. Talladega +8, 4:08 to go in the first. And a careless pass by Kuiper nearly lost it. Now Paul, back to Briggs. 4 on the timer, got a hustle. Buzzer-beating 3 by Brantley, no good. And here come the Tornadoes with all kinds of twirling momentum.
And keeping Talladega keeping Wayne State out of the paint. Turnover right here.
Turnover, Brantley attack, and it's blocked out of bounds. Back off of Brantley. Well defended by the Tornadoes. Ethan Smith. Timeout on the floor. Oh, it's tornado time in Detroit. Watch out. It's not March.
You the weatherman?
I guess. Back with more after these.
Hey, folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions. Whether I'm working with athletes individually or online,
or whether at Michigan State, when I use my media credentials to cover basketball, football, and other sports and help my sponsors broaden their reach, or whether I'm at the Michigan Capitol working on mental health policy, sports policy like the Name, Image, and Likeness Bill, and look for the Name, Image, and Likeness Handbook that I'll be putting out via ebook really soon.
I'm here to help you. Take care.
Chad and Daryl back with you. Thanks for watching Hoops and Culture. That's inside the huddle of Jameis Hartsfield in his first season. And Hartsfield's got an impressive resume. He came over from Texas College in Tyler, Texas, which is in Central Texas. And look, half year a head coach there, but 6 years as a high school coach. He was at Wiley University. This is a guy that has been around, has earned his stripes. He went to Texas College, was a big-time defender, rebound leader for the entire NAIA. This man can coach, and he loves Talladega.
Not only that, I keep mentioning, I can't keep shouting out my friend who's the president there as well, but anytime you got somebody that's coming in as well as coming in with the president who understands that athletics is the front porch of the program, it's going to bode well for this young man. He's doing a good job thus far, you just see in the first half here.
Jameis Hartsfield said, I've been to Detroit one time before, and it was just in an airplane. We were stuck there for like 6 hours. So I hope this experience is just a little bit better for you and more memorable. I think it has been. And it started with Fixin's last night.
I tell you, great place to eat, Fixin Restaurant, downtown Detroit, owned by
KJ.
Kevin Johnson, NBA All-Star, who definitely should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. Carlos Paul, the third, misses the drive. Kick, corner, 3, short, offensive rebound, and they made it hurt. Count it. That's good for Mays, Isaiah Mays.
And as you mentioned, having 2 games under your belt, you see the big difference. Great execution by Talladega, getting the ball up the sideline, fast break there.
Briggs for 3, Splash City. And that forces a timeout after that quick 10-point lead, the largest. Quality, timely answer from Briggs.
And that's a good shot right there. Wide open, knocking it down. This can jumpstart to getting them going. And if you're not scoring in the half court, you need to get out and transition more or get to the offensive glass. But give Talladega a lot of credit, keeping them off the offensive glass as well as they getting out and transition as well.
Talladega led by 9 Howard points in this game. But they've had others contribute. Williams with 5, Simmons with 4, Walker with 3, Bing Laws with 3. I mean, they've had it from different areas. Meanwhile, Wayne State trying to find that guy. So far, Briggs has emerged as that guy, but thanks to that last shot that he just nailed down from distance.
Not only that, let's give Talladega defense a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Right now, holding Wayne State to 28% shooting, 16% from 3. That's been the story of the ball game, really getting after it defensively. As we can see the crowd right there, everybody's into it, but that's been the story of the first half. Forcing Wayne State into some tough shot, not allowing them to get paint touches, Chad, has been the difference in the ball game.
Absolutely. Slowing down the offense a bit. Talladega settling in, and they draw another foul, and this will mean a reset for the Tornadoes. Into the lineup for Wayne State, we see Jacoby Boos out of Flint, Michigan, and Hamady High School, who checks in for the first time.
Again, if you're Wayne State, you're only down 7 points. You're shooting 28% from the floor. This is a good sign.
Yep.
And you're home. So you know you're not going to have them shooting woes continuously for the whole game. You know you're going to go on a spurt.
Another offensive rebound. And back the other way, Wayne State gets out of it. Kick, left wing, Briggs 3, Splash City.
And as I mentioned, the shooting woes was not going to continue. They were staying themselves close, and they're lucky to be close. Now it's only a 4-point ball game.
Guy was on the bench for most of last year, Briggs, now stepping into that primetime role. There's Boos with a block.
And he got numbers, got to look up.
Briggs went for 21 last year in a career-high performance.
Great job getting to the offensive guy. This is Briggs here.
Use that shot to set it up. Sorry, Daryl.
Yeah, settle down. Get yourself into something. Briggs has got the hot hand a little bit. Try to find him.
Drawing the foul, little creation of offense. Carlos Paul can do it. And the Missouri State West Palms transfer earns himself a trip to the strike.
That's a great move, right? Watch the pump fake. I lied. Used to watch Earl Monroe do that. Used to watch Walt Frazier do that as well. That's a great job. And he kept the verticality going straight up. Rule is now you can't go into the defender as you're going up in the air. So great job. Caught the defender leaning.
Brian Smothers loves his physicality. When he talks about Carlos Paul III, it's that physicality from the 6'5" forward who's put together at 250, or excuse me, 215.
Yeah, he's got great size, and he's able to use that girth, whether he's got smaller guards guarding him or whether big guys who come out on him, he's able to go around them. So he's a versatile player who's going to bode well for Wayne State this year.
Jenkins returns to the lineup for the Warriors. They'll give Brantley a breather. Free throws missed, but Wayne State's cut it to 3 after they split the pair.
This is his game right here.
And we got a handsy foul in the paint. And I think they're going to get Carlos Paul III.
And I tell you again, they let Wallace get to his left hand. Wallace try to muscle inside right there and call Paul with his hands on him.
Wayne State picked to finish 7th in the GLIAC. Michigan Tech was picked to finish 1st. Northern Michigan picked to finish 2nd. Ironic that both the teams from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan.
I've just learned about that Upper Peninsula as well.
Oh, yeah. I used to take trips up there now. Played football at Wayne State. So I used to take those trips to Michigan Tech. It's a 13-hour bus ride.
Yep.
And the trip to Northern Michigan, it's an 11-hour bus ride. And they are number 1 and 2 in the polls. How about it?
That's right. And among the nation, might be top 25 national rankings.
That's right.
Normally, this conference is a great conference in terms of Division II basketball. I used to see these guys a whole lot. You know, when I was at Clark Atlanta, we was nationally ranked, and I was, you know, you had about 4 or 5 teams in this region nationally ranked. I said, well, God, I'm not in that region, 'cause that's a beast out there. But you know, great Division II basketball. And Chad, the thing about a lot of Division II players are transferring to the Division I schools.
Yeah.
And now playing really well at some high major schools. So Division II basketball you can equate that to Division I basketball because a lot of these guys go in the portal, can't find homes at Division I schools. Guess where they come? Division II schools.
And it's really added to the depth of Division II programs like Wayne State, like Grand Valley, and perhaps it's also added to the NAIAs in every level down below. The trickle-down effect.
Absolutely, and most of the time Division II and NAIA schools, you become the feeder program for some of these big-time schools. You almost got to recruit that way, Chad, now.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you come to play for me a year, I'll set up your profile and potentially get you to go out somewhere and earn you some more money with your NIL deals or the way things are going right now. That's the trend right now, you see.
Booz with a block, throw ahead to Briggs, and he lays it in. And Briggs is almost single-handedly brought Wayne State back to a level tie at 29. He's got 2 touchdowns in the first half.
And if you're Wayne State, you should be very happy. You're shooting 31% from the floor, tied game right now. And now you get a stop here. You can go in halftime tied. And he was down as much as 10 at one point in time with about 4 minutes to go.
Talladega just won for their last 6. They've really been limited by this Wayne State defense. 2 on the clock, step back 3 at the horn, no good. The shot that Brian Smothers wanted. Eric Howard's shot rims off. He had a big first half and led the way with 9 points. But Wayne State comes back after trailing by 10, and they've tied this thing at 29.
I'll tell you what, they went like on a 12-2 run towards the end of this first half, was able to tie the game. And if you're Wayne State, you're very happy that it's a tie game right now. You're shooting 31% from the floor, 21% from 3, and you're a tie ball game. So this is looking good for Wayne State University.
All right, Daryl and I will break it down. When we come back, Charlotte Turbrock will have some analysis and much, much more. Thanks for watching Hoops and Culture.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back. Chad Bush and Daryl Jacobs are with you. And this is a presentation of the Will Robinson Coach of the Year Award. And it's Eric Sbury, the Wayne County Treasurer, who is giving the honor. So we'll turn it over to Eric Sbury.
Congratulations, Coach White. Wow, it's an honor. When I found out I was getting an award, I was very humbled. Thanks to the Rachel Williams Foundation, Mr. Eric Sbury, as well as everybody else who had input on this vote. This is very special because of Will Robinson. He's very special to the city of Detroit when it comes to basketball, and I count it an honor. Thank you.
All right, that's John D. White who wins this prestigious award, the Will Robinson Coach of the Year Award. Congratulations to our good friend John D. White. He'll be coaching in the Prep Classic, the first ever Prep Classic on the 13th of December at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We look forward to seeing him there, and congratulations as you see him getting honored by Eric Sbury, the Wayne County Treasurer, head coach at Detroit Renaissance High School, and John D. White, who's won state titles at his time at Southfield Christian. But more than that, you can see how his players are surrounding him and wanted to embrace him. And he's loved by the community. He's a community leader, and he's also somebody who deserves this award, the Coach of the Year award. We're at halftime, and right now it's 29-all, and it's time to go down courtside to Charlotte Turbrock, who's standing by with a very special guest. Charlotte?
Thanks, Chad. I am here with Dr. Candace Turner. You are the Deputy Athletic Director here at Wayne State University. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement here at Wayne State and what you want the impact of Wayne State to have on the city of Detroit?
Thank you so much for the question. So yes, as the Deputy Athletics Director, it's always been important for me to make sure that we're not just in the city, but we're of the city. Going into my 18th season here at the university, making sure the athletics department, all of our student athletes, and those in the surrounding community really know that college is an accessible thing for all students. So having the HBCUs here today in conjunction with Wayne State University, showing them that there's so many options, has been such an honor and a blessing.
You are also heavily involved in putting on today. What does it mean to have an event like this here at Wayne State?
So our partnership with the Horatio Williams Foundation has been one that's been in the making for so many years. This brainchild that has come to fruition is so exciting, making sure that we can talk about college access, mental health and wellness, as well as financial savviness has always been one of the things that I've been passionate about. One of my main missions just in life is making sure that people know what leadership looks like and having access to become the best versions of themselves. And aligning with a foundation like Horatio Williams has been amazing to make sure that this came to fruition. This is our first time, so thankful to the Amazon, the Gilbert Family Foundation, Comerica Bank, strategic partners to make sure that this event was accessible to all of the students here in the city of Detroit, as well as the HBCUs and Wayne State students. So it's been just such an honor.
What does the future for Hoops and Culture look like? What do you want it to look like, Ellie?
So Hoops and Culture is going to be something that is going to be a mainstay here at Wayne State, working with Horatio and making sure that we fine-tune it, get some different schools here, and really make sure that people know that this was not a one-off, right? We want to make sure that people know that HBCU, we also have that here at Wayne State. So wherever you decide to go to school, whatever you decide to do, you're going to be a professional in something, and we want to make sure that students have access. And why not use basketball as a vehicle for that? Sports is a community builder, and I absolutely have been able to have some great partnerships and community with each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chad, back to you.
Thanks, Charlotte. Really appreciate that. And we appreciate the insight, the knowledge.
What a great shot right there. Wow.
Yeah? What happened?
Wow, look at that shot right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the great shot, the lay-in, the beautiful spectacle. Wayne State Fieldhouse, tied at 29. We're going to take a timeout. Daryl and I are back to break it all down from the Fieldhouse right after this.
I don't know how I feel about basketball, man. Ain't nothing like me.
You know I live for this game.
You're good at this. This can get you where you want to go.
You're smart and you're more than talented. So don't waste it by getting yourself into things you can't get out of.
Man, you got a bright future ahead of you. You gotta stop focusing on this fast money.
I know situations that was actually true that never gone public. My allegations are completely false.
So how much are you going to make?
You know, some people will find it and get to a bigger check.
Who built this? Me. And nobody taking it.
Remember, whatever you decide to do, always take God with you.
This is like a full circle moment for me. Growing up in Detroit.
One bad decision could change your life for the rest of your life, bro.
You got a choice to make. It's either the streets or us.
I guess I don't have a choice.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions. Whether I'm working with athletes individually or online,
or whether at Michigan State, when I use my media credentials to cover basketball, football, and other sports and help my sponsors broaden their reach, or whether I'm at the Michigan Capitol working on mental health policy, sports policy like the Name, Image, and Likeness Bill, and look for the Name, Image, and Likeness Handbook that I'll be putting out via ebook really soon.
I'm here to help you. Take care.
Welcome back to Hoops and Culture. Chad Bush alongside Daryl Jacobs. Daryl, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I tell you, Wayne State was lucky to be in this basketball game. Went on like an 8-2 run to end the half, and they're only shooting 31% from the floor. Also, they run in the rebound battle by +5, but also, as you can see some of the highlights there, I'll tell you, Talladega came out scorching a little bit, shooting the basketball pretty well, getting a high percentage shot, but towards the end of the first half, Warriors did not let them get those paint touches. Start to defend a little bit better. You see getting out of transition. And I tell you, when Briggs started to knock down a couple of threes, really opened up the floodgates for that run late in the first half.
Briggs, the high scorer in the house so far, 14 points in that first half. And then 9 points for Eric Howard. But maybe the story of the game so far is that Sean Walker is 1 of 4 in the game, and he has as many fouls as he does points, Daryl.
Well, that's going to be key for them as well. They're already losing the rebound battle by -5. But also, if you get him out the ball game now, if I'm Wayne State, the Warriors coming out in the first half, we're very aware of that, and we're going to go right inside right away. You know, he doesn't move his feet well on the perimeter, so if you can bring him out, drag him outside on the perimeter, and attack him off the bounce, you see he picked up like 2 questionable fouls that was not mental errors, I would say, as well, which was a smart, which is going to come back and haunt him if he picks up his 4th immediately.
Wayne State shoots 31% in the first half. Talladega 38%. And both teams struggled from downtown. 1 of 7 for Talladega. Wayne State just 3 of 14. But, Daryl, they've been able to get to the line 8 of 11 for the Wayne State Warriors. Maybe that's been their recipe and their best offense so far.
But not only that, if they take care of the basketball, Talladega's up 10-5 in points off turnovers.
Yeah.
Wayne State have turned the ball over 7 times. Right now, they're on course to turn it over 14 times. So if they can take care of the basketball, get more shot attempts up, as you know, successes in volumes, and they're going to bode well for the Warriors.
Second half, just on the other side of this timeout. Don't go anywhere. Hoops and Culture coming at you in the second frame right after these. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, Their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D. Chad and Daryl back with you. A little 2-3 zone for Wayne State as we start the second half.
You got to switch it up a little bit. This is why you play these exhibition games, Chad. You're not so much trying to win the ball game as much. You're trying to figure out what works for your team, what you got to work on. And you're going to be experimenting a lot with a lot of different lineups, a lot of different players, trying to see what your rotation is. And you go in after this game and watch film and watch tape and find out the plus minuses and go from there.
Brian Smothers told us that this is a team that's very close off the court. This is kind of a test right now of that, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, you could be close off the court, but you got to trust each other on the court. And also you got to know your roles. You got to define your roles and all that stuff. I'm sure the coaching staff is going to do that as well. Don't do something you can't do. If you find a teammate that can do something better than you, go to that teammate and let them do that as well. Then you go in the offseason, you come back with something different about your game, but don't try to reinvent your game during the season.
Wayne State lost 3 all-GLIAC players from a year ago off that team that made it to the postseason GLIAC tournament. Missed shot there after the steal. Left-hand hook shot no good. And the big boy, Sean Walker, 1 of 5 from the floor. Wayne State's done a fine job on him. How have they done so?
I think they've done a fine job. It's not so much they did a job on him because he's posting deep. He just missed a lot of bunnies inside as well. And it's bowling well for great pass inside right there.
Entry pass was a Picasso, and the finish from Paul was perfect. And Wayne State has taken their first lead since the first 2 minutes of this game.
And what you want to do, Walker was there on the defense, but he wasn't going to foul you. So anytime you get a chance to attack him, go very aggressive at him as well. And if you can move your feet in the post right here, that's a great pass right there by Walker.
Pass out in the 3, rattles 3-on-2, developing drive, and Wokey and stripped and ripped away. Talladega with their own 3-on-2.
As I mentioned, got to take care of the basketball. That's their 8th turnover.
Open for 3, he takes it. Arthur Williams took the bait. And we've got a foul on the rebound attempt on Wayne State. It's on Carlos Paul. That is his second. He is the 3rd. Ball out of bounds, baseline right.
Both teams a little flat. Start this second half. And that's a foul on Wayne State.
Another one, quick hold.
Can't impede his progress. Cannot impede his progress. Got to allow him to go where he's trying to go.
It's on Nowecki, and that is his second. Let's do this again.
And those are the kind of fouls you don't want to pick up.
Now Williams. Simmons on the attack and kick. Corner 3, no. And it's been a nightmare start from downtown, just 1 of 10.
That's why you got to get a higher percentage shot. Sometimes when I was a coach, I say, okay, if we take 2 threes in a row, the next shot has got to be inside in the paint to something. That's the deal I made with my team.
Is that right?
Can't keep jocking up threes, yes.
And what if they violate that rule?
Well, they're coming out the ball game.
All right, that's fair.
We got a deal.
That's why you're in the Hall of Fame and I'm not. I'd keep him in. John Brantley. And that is a shot clock violation and another Talladega afternoon dominance on a defensive set in the half court.
And these are the things you got to work on. The bench is over there silent. Nobody was counting down to let his teammates know.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8. And that's all what you got to do. You got to help your teammates out. You know you could be in the game, even if you're sitting on the bench. You can be an integral part to your teammates.
In the paint, Sean with a left-hand leaner, no good. Well defended by Jotham Nowecki.
That's good defense. Great pass inside right there.
No finish. Offensive stick back, no good. I apologize, that was Kelvin Tamacloe on the defense. Back end. Wayne State with their 3rd shot attempt coming up on this set.
Getting to the offensive glass. Missing a lot of bunnies inside.
Driving kick, 3-ball. Carlos, no. And Walker keeps it alive to his own club. Back the other way. Burdett. Shot short, and here comes a whole hockey line change for the Warriors at the next whistle.
And this is a good substitution by Coach Smothers.
He says get them all out.
Get them all out, absolutely. Not playing well, not scoring the basketball well, not executing well as well. Both teams, right now, his players seem to be walking a little bit. Good move inside right there, and that's what you got to do, attack the basket.
Counted in a foul for Paul III.
As you can see, both teams are bending over a little bit. Tired and fatigued.
Foul on Wallace, and a whole host of Warriors are coming in. But another look at the drip and drive.
I'll tell you.
Thorne has checked in. Kuiper has checked in. Bell has checked in. And Jalen Jenkins has checked in.
And did you check in?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think Brian Smother wants me. If he has to go any deeper, though, he might. Cooper Craggs will come in to complete the 5 fabulous Warriors.
Right now, Warriors start off 5-0 lead to start the second half right now.
Cragg with 3 fouls to match the 33 on his jersey theme.
2-3 zone matchup. Zone a little bit, hedging. Missed him inside right there.
Walker finishes this time.
Bad communication right there by defense. Got to get your hands up. Got to watch him.
He's got 5. Wayne State plus 3, just under 4 minutes gone by in the second half. Cragg has it. Left short corner. Wheeling, dealing, right-hand hook shot, no good. The crash by Kuiper, and he could keep it alive. Great hustle, but Smith comes away. And a kickball keeps it with the Tornadoes.
I tell you, Coach Smothers decided to put a small team in there. Walker's laboring up and down the court, so he looked to attack him when we come back.
Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions. Whether I'm working with athletes individually or online,
or whether at Michigan State, when I use my media credentials to cover basketball, football, and other sports and help my sponsors broaden their reach, or whether I'm at the Michigan Capitol working on mental health policy, sports policy like the Name, Image, and Likeness Bill, and look for the Name, Image, and Likeness Handbook that I'll be putting out via ebook really soon.
I'm here to help you. Take care.
Let's go courtside with Charlotte Turbrock.
Thanks, Chad. I am here with John D. White. John, you are the coach at Renaissance for men's basketball. What has it been like coaching this team? You said for 8 years. What has that been like, and what impact do you want to have on the kids?
Man, this has been great. 8 years of hard work, just building a culture at Renaissance and being able to coach city championship team and division champions team, just building a true foundation, just through mentorship, and just believing in young kids and their talents.
What impact do you want to have on the future of basketball at Renaissance?
it's all about leaving a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Leaving a legacy and a lasting impression on the young people that, you know what I'm saying, I come in contact with. Not just them, but also their families as well.
Lastly, the $1 million question at halftime. You were awarded Coach of the Year. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, especially the Will Robertson Award, understanding and knowing what he did for the city of Detroit and what he means to basketball as a whole. It's an honor, and I'm truly humbled.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, no problem.
Chad, back to you.
That's the man right there, John D. White. It's my guy, head coach at Renaissance, and we will call his games coming up. There's a shot short missed, and this has been some kind of Wayne State run, Mr. Daryl Jacobs.
And I tell you, Tornadoes ain't getting those paint touches like they did in the first half. They were high percentage shots. They're looking for it. They're being forced to shoot the three-point shot. And you credit the Warriors for forcing them into taking longer distance shots. They got to get back to touching those paints.
Back to the man-to-man. Back to Walker. Focuses on Walker. Open man in the corner. Dribble drive banker. No good. The stick back is going to earn a trip to the stripe. Persistence from Mr. Simmons.
And that was what they was doing in the first half, Chad. Following their own shot, being aggressive, attacking the basket. Come down with the basketball right there. That's a good call by the official. The defender hands didn't have that verticality. Once they bent over like that, the offensive player goes up. It's an automatic foul. It's pretty much like standing under that restricted art area. You can be standing under that restricted art area for 2 days, and somebody come run you over. It's going to be a foul on you. You got to get above that art.
Officials timeout. And Trey Simmons will come to the line. He had a dozen points on Saturday. He can score it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's good, Scott. And, you know, the point of emphasis this year with the officiating, particularly in college basketball, now it's going to be like and one. You can, unlike the NBA, now you're going to allow one step. If you hit a whistle, you can take one step and finish. You can't take 2 steps and finish. They're going to call it discontinue that way, but they allow you now. The emphasis is going to be this year, the one step and finish. They're trying to change the game up a little bit, you know, in college basketball, as well as going to be a lot of different challenges that the coach is going to be able to take as we look at some of the crowd here.
That's Kerry Lohr, the head women's basketball coach at Wayne State. And there's the head golf coach at Wayne State. A lot of VIPs
You taking
coming
lessons
out.
from him? Your
You know
golf
what?
game?
I played in an outing, and he saw me golf, and I don't think that man wants to take me on as a project.
Listen, did you keep it out of the woods? As long as you kept it out of the woods.
Oh, man. We had a good time at the Wayne State golf outing at TPC Dearborn last year. It was beautiful.
I tell you
Mike
what,
Horn, the head coach, by the way.
I tell you what, I can drive the ball, but my short game,
Is that right?
Oh.
Well, you and I could do some good things as a tandem. Let's get in a scramble together.
Right? Okay.
You and I would be good. And Austin Sonnenberg and Alex Westfall pair us together, and we could be dangerous. Rob Hunter will come along and hang out. Oh, he can drive, he said. I've seen you drive. I don't know if I want you driving.
And I tell you, the first half, Tornadoes didn't shoot the ball well from the foul line. They really struggled from the foul line. They were 4-4. Excuse me, there was 6-4-11 in the first half. Now they 7-for-12.
Room for improvement. This man's been improved from a year ago. Trey Simmons out of Orlando, 6'2" senior.
And if you notice Talladega roster, they got people from all over.
All over the place.
Absolutely.
Texas and New York and Massachusetts and Boston and Miami. It's all over. They don't care where you're from. Come on in.
Welcome to HBCU.
That's right.
What a great tradition Talladega has. Founded in 1867. It started founded as a one-room house.
Is that right?
That's right.
Very cool. Kick, corner, Kuiper 3, no. Rebound ripped off by Smith out of Essex, England, to continue with the all-over theme. Shot short. I mean, that's across the pond, Daryl.
I'll tell you what, that's the reputation that Talladega has. Wide open look right there. Got to knock that down.
Oh, a great find from JJ, but it's no good from the corner from Bell.
Both teams are not shooting the ball well to start this second half.
Careless pass, and it nearly cost them.
I'll tell you what, Wayne State bailed them out right there. Could have let that go. That was definitely a turnover. Both teams a little sluggish, hands on their knees. Got a substitution here as well. So this is why you play these games.
Wayne State, who rallied and won 4 of their final 7 games.
Yeah, to get in the playoffs. They did a good job End of the year.
3 straight. They beat Grand Valley on the road, Davenport on the road, whipped up on the west side of the state, beat Ferris at home, lost an OT to Lake State. I mean, they really were feeling it. And then, of course, turnover. And 8 guys new and 3 all GLIAC players gone and 4 new starters. But I know you say that's college basketball.
That's college basketball.
3-on-1, shot off the glass, no. Aerial stick back, no. And a foul over the back, or out of bounds, rather. And that's going to go back to Talladega. They've cleaned up 3 misses on a set 2 or 3 times tonight, Darryl.
Absolutely. What you're seeing, both teams a little nervous, both teams fatigue. Again, playing basketball, even though you practice against one another, it's not like game situations. As you see right now, this is a little rusty Wayne State team. And this is good for them to get this exhibition game under their belt to really see where they're at.
Teams have combined for 3 for 22 from the floor in the second half, and that adds to the brick house.
Okay.
Thorne with a rebound.
I was going to say, you're the Commodores, huh?
Yeah. She's a brick.
I'll tell you what.
Ouch.
You know, sometimes you want to, whether they shooting bricks or not on center blocks, it don't matter. You got to put the ball in the hole. Good move, strong move right there. And that's what you got to do, attack, physicality right there, as you mentioned.
Paul in the paint, and it's perfection. He now has 8. Second highest scorer. Paul, a year ago, was the highest returning scoring player for Wayne State. He's the only guy that averaged double figures that returned. He averaged 10 off the bench. He only started 6 games a year ago.
And you need that kind of depth off the bench as you see. Watch the strong move right here. Get his shoulder in. That's a nice move. That's a pro move right there. Physicality. That's a big-time Division I move, actually, right there. And who knows, this young man may end up there next year somewhere. In this landscape and culture of college basketball, nobody's safe. You don't know who you're going to have one year to the next.
Brian Smothers saying, shh. Come on, coach.
It's the reality, even with Talladega.
That's right. High on the right is Arthur Williams out of Mobile. Fine entry pass to the post. Shot up, no, but a foul. And it's Mays going stripe right out of North Carolina.
And that's a good job right there. Getting some high percentage shot now inside. Great pass. Gamble right there. Almost had a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play right there. But great look inside. Great seal.
I told you to buy them. I told you to buy a bundle of them. I'm sorry.
Got to make these free throws. As I mentioned, Chad, the first half, these free throws may come back and hunt them at some point in time in this ball game.
There it is.
And missed 2.
It's just bound to happen.
And they're shooting 8 for 15 right now. They're only down 3 points, but 8 for 15. That's the big difference in the ball game for them. You got to make those freebies.
There you see the nervousness and the walk of Coach Jameis Hartsfield. Out of Tyler, Texas. Right in the middle of that great state.
Great football.
Oh, you
State
bet.
of Texas, big-time football.
And it's playoff time in Texas for high school football.
It is.
3-point Wayne State lead. Rip drive to the hole. Hot knife through butter and a foul. Count it for Briggs.
Great change of pace right there. Been knocking down the threes in the first half. Changed up his game a little bit. Watch the change of pace right here. Froze him. Got him on his hip. That's a good finish at the rim right there. Good job by Briggs.
Embracing this captainship, embracing this first-time, full-time starter role. Brian Smothers loves this cat.
I tell you, he's been the most consistent player this afternoon for him on the offensive side of the basketball.
So, this free throw, 8 minutes in. Wayne State by 5. Kick back, great pass, banker no, but a foul. But Jenkins with a setup of a century. And free throws coming.
And you got to get the rotation from everybody. You can't have 3 guys rotating, 2 guys just standing around. But that's a good cut down the lane.
Warriors by 5 at their home in Midtown Detroit, Michigan, at a place called Wayne State Fieldhouse. 4 years young. Thanks for watching. This is Hoops and Culture. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by with the Wayne County Treasurer, Eric Sbury.
Thanks, Chad. I'm here with Eric Sbury, like you said, Wayne County Treasurer, and you award 8 years ago. This is the 8th year. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I was talking with Horatio. He had this the coaches forum every year. He said, Horatio, let's do the Will Robinson Award. I want to name an award after Will Robinson because he was one of the great coaches of our time, and some of these high school coaches don't know who he was. So we got to keep his name alive. That's when we started it. I sponsored it and started presenting it at the Coaches Forum, and we did it last year at a basketball game and today at Hoops and Culture.
Can you tell us a little bit about Will Robinson and why you want people to know who he is?
Sure. Will Robinson really is a legend. You know, in 1947, he was hired to coach Miller High School in Detroit. And he was the first African-American to be a head basketball coach in the state of Michigan. It's unbelievable. In 47, he won 4 straight city championships. He coached at Cass Tech later, and then went on to Pershing High School where he won 2 state championships. And after that, in 1970, he made history again, becoming the first African-American Division I NCAA head coach outside the HBCU programs. And, of course, he stayed there 5 years, had 5 winning seasons. Doug Collins, All-American, played for him. And so he's a legend. He went on to become a scout for the Pistons. He was already a scout for the Detroit Lions. Many great players he scouted. He knew how to pick out talent and develop it. And he sent over 300 people to college on scholarships. Over 300. So
that's amazing.
It's amazing. I hear people bragging about 1 or 2 people they sent to college, you know. Say, we got to go, give me at least 300 before you start bragging.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting everybody know who he is and why you started the award.
So we want to keep it up, keep his name alive.
Chad, back to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Piston fans know who Will Robinson is. Illinois State fans know who Will Robinson is. The world of basketball knows who Will Robinson is.
Absolutely, but a lot of people don't know he was the first African-American head coach at a PWI in 1970 at Illinois State University. And the great Doug Collins, a lot of our viewers may now know who Doug Collins is, played for him as well. So it's great history. What an honor for anybody receiving an award on behalf of a trailblazer that many people don't know about.
You bet. Well deserved. Wayne State by 3, 11 and a half left, and we got a foul on the floor. This is a Wayne State offense. It really, look, it's a dribble drive-oriented offense. They want to be aggressive in transition. 10 or less turnovers, though, is important to them. Brian Smothers said, we're beeline-like in our turnovers. We have to be. So far, how has that turned out?
Right now, they had 10 turnovers, so if they can continue to stay on the course with 11 minutes to go in the game, it's going to bode well for them. But right now, neither team is shooting the basketball well, and Talladega has dropped off immensely. They shot close to 45% in the first half, 44%. Now they down to 29% and only 8% for 3. So give the Warriors defense a lot of credit, and Coach Smothers' team really getting after them in the second half.
Yep, they've held them to just 1 of 12 from the floor in this second half. So very impressive, no doubt. Jenkins high on the left in front of his bench and his head coach, Jameis. Tipped out by Arialt, and the former Norseman goes flying high. Watch out, Mr. Treasurer. Somebody get out of Eric Sbury's way. That man's a treasure. He holds the purse. Don't hurt him.
I'll tell you what, anytime you have the treasurer around, you definitely want to talk to the treasurer. You definitely want to give the treasurer some love with it as well.
Uh-oh. Take a look, and bam. Uh-oh.
Showing a little love, like WWE over there.
Somebody got
Monday Night Raw, WWE.
They've had fighting here. This Wayne State Fieldhouse has had wrestling, UFC. fighting, and we hope that fan's okay.
I tell you, what a beautiful facility. The fan is okay there.
Yeah, fan's okay. Everybody's happy again.
Conscious of the shot clock here.
Shot clock violation. Wayne State turns the trick and the tide on the Tornadoes.
But it's the little things you do. You even with your bench, you got to help your teammates out. That's one of the things I practice as a coach. When that shot clock got within 10, my bench started counting down and letting their teammates know what to do. Because every possession is vital.
Yes, sir.
Tornadoes fall on Eric Howard. Eric's third.
Howard's third foul. He is their leading scorer in this game. He is stuck on 9 points. In fact, the Tornadoes have only scored in the second half
6 points.
2 points.
2 points. Yes.
On the wing, Milwaukee. Back out to Briggs. 3 on the timer. Shot up, no good. At the horn and out of bounds. So back to the Tornadoes. Left to right, here they come. Substitution, they will bring in Ethan Smith.
I tell you, speaking of Tornadoes, say a prayer for our
Yeah,
brothers and sisters
Jamaica.
down in Jamaica and the Caribbean as well. Island was hit very, very hard. Still, the damage is being assessed right now. So you're definitely in our prayers.
Yes, sir. You bet. Scary times. Thoughts are with them for sure. Howard gets in the scorebook for the first time in the second half, but the stick back and the foul by Jotham Nowecki is timely and terrific.
I tell you, that's one thing they did in the first half. Good job. Watch how the ball moves around. Lost the basketball right there. That's a fatigue turnover by the big fella. That's all it is. You didn't secure the basketball. That comes from being tired and being fatigued.
4 points for Nowecki. He's out of Loyola High School in Detroit, played for Dennis Morey. And from Oak Park, Michigan. And he's here by way of Macomb Community College. He was a Monarch.
And I'll tell you, this is a great event. It's a culture. A lot of these undisturbed youth or just youth in general are not exposed to the HBCUs. And understand, HBCUs came about not as a direct something of their own. They had no choice because back then, African Americans were not allowed to go to school with the white population, so they formed their own colleges and universities.
It's being celebrated here in something that Horatio Williams created, and it's a community-based event, and it's multiple days, and it's multiple things. It's financial literacy, it's culture, it's basketball, and there's just so many aspects that Horatio gets it.
Absolutely. Career pathways, give
That's
them
right.
opportunities to have exposure and access to things they know, and to have it with some PWIs, such as here at Wayne State University, consider PWI. You got Grand Valley State, University of Detroit Mercy, as well, and of course, Eastern Michigan.
No doubt. Burdett misses both free throws.
And thank those schools for participating in this. This is a wonderful event that brings all culture together and all different nationalities.
Yep. That's what it's all about. Floater up and good. Oh, the Bunnies by Jacoby Boos out of Hamady High School.
And that's a tough move. That's a paint touch right there. That's what you want to do. And got another turnover right here. Let's see what they do in transition.
3-on-3 developing. Pull up three. Jotham's got another one. Nowecki forces a timeout in Detroit. Wayne State with their largest lead of 9 with 9 to go.
And that's what you got to do. You got to get a transition. Nowecki knocking down the three, but the pass getting it up the floor to him on the left side of the floor, knocking down the three was instrumental. And you know, if you're home, this is a nice finish right here. Getting in the lane, a paint touch as well. That's a good job. And this is the pass right here. Getting down the transition. Got to close out. Hand down, man down. Knocking down the three, making them pay. Nowecki.
And a fine job by Brantley to get it into the hands of a hot hand that's rolling for you.
Absolutely.
Know who that is.
And this is your home gym. So, you know, certain shots, You know, when I was a coach, certain shots away from home, you're not used to the floor. I'd be like, probably shouldn't take that shot. But home, I was like, hoist up any shot you can because you used to practice those type of shots. So you know the floor, you know your rims.
Sure. Wayne State University, of course, this is an exhibition. They will get into their first official game of the year coming up in a couple of weeks against Michigan Dearborn, but a proud program out of the GLIAC Division II, of course. Last year, 15-14. As we talked about, they finished 6th in the GLIAC. They're picked to finish 7th this year. But the notable seasons of many, 9 times over. They've been GLIAC champs, last in 2021. You don't have to go back that far. And it's been a long lineage of success at Wayne State University. David Greer, who handed the keys off to one of his former players, Brian Smothers. David Greer, the all-time leader in wins with 266. And there you see some fans getting into it. But Wayne State, a proud program, and Brian Smothers, one of their own, leading them back. And it started last year, and it looks like it's carried on to this year.
I'll tell you, nothing like having your own inherit the program.
That's right.
I'm fortunate enough to have 2 of my players where I coached at schools I coached them at and won championship with those guys, and those guys at the same school and won championships at them as well. So
very cool. It's a tree, right? I mean, there is a tree.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you take pride in that.
Absolutely. You know, I want them to exceed me, as I said. When you got the head coaching job, and I had some records here, I want you to break those records, and they're well on their way.
Well, it's an extension of you, and just like it's an extension of David Greer, Brian Smothers doing great things at his alma mater. And he's got a couple of really good assistants in Will Vergolo and John Jokai and Kyle Loretzen. Victor Jackson new on the staff as well, along with John Jokai. Tie up on the floor, and no surprise that Bryce Essman is in the middle of it, the former Wildcat from Oxford, getting messy on the deck.
And this is good defense. You want to get on the floor right here. You got to take care of the basketball, get on transit, and that's what you want to do, get on the floor and tie the basketball up, even though it ain't your possession. But now,
Wallace is in.
And unfortunately committed the foul.
Walker is out. And again, Walker, a guy who averages double figures, averages a double-double, 5 points, 2 of 7 from the floor in 18 minutes. Wayne State has had their way with him.
That's another missed free throw right there by the Tornadoes, and that's one thing they're going to have to get better at. You got to make some free throws. Don't allow them to step through the trap right there. You allowed them to step through the trap, and that made that pass possible with the mismatch inside. If you're going to trap, you cannot allow the offensive player to step through your trap.
That's one of the captains, Essman, with a nice little left-hand looper. And don't look now, but Wayne State is up 11 with 8 to go. This is their largest lead. And that's a nice little rip and drive that will reward Bing Wallace.
I tell you.
Boston Bing.
Good job right there.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 8 minutes even. Seems like a good time to step aside.
Think
Wayne
so?
State plus 11. Why not?
Let's
Things
go.
are even. Let's get out. We're back, though. Don't go anywhere. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D. Yeah, the band's a big part of things. And they're here. They're representing.
Yes, indeed. It's
Which band is that?
Nothing like an HBCU band.
Wow. I didn't know the
I
band
tell you,
was
that,
coming.
that might be Talladega's. I'm not sure who that might be.
That is Central State's
Central
band.
State, yeah, they play the next game.
The Marauders.
That's right.
And UAD will
out
be
of the
next.
out of the SIAC conference.
You bet. No doubt. Led by Travis Lewis, one of the top rising young coaches in college basketball. along with the two guys we see here, and Brian Smothers and Jameis Hartsfield. It's good coaches.
Absolutely.
Today.
And you got two HBCUs coming in out of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference in Central State and Tuskegee.
Yeah, I think they're going to play each other a little bit later this year. How about the rip drive and the finish from Jalen Jenkins? JJ's jumping, and Wayne State's reached half a hundo.
I tell you, now they're really beginning to execute on offense, get out in transition, and the defense is really creating problems. Let's see, another steal.
The defense translated to offense, but the boo-boo is costly. Jenkins the other way, run to the rim, layup. No, but a foul.
And you got to have that one back. You got to make it 3-on-1. You throw it up too low. You got to at least get it up above the rim.
No doubt.
This is a foul right there. Good job attacking. Now, if you're Talladega, what you want to do is get to the foul line and put some points on the board when the clock is not moving. Right now, 7:33 left in the ball game, and they have not been shooting the free throws very well, Chad. And they need these free throws down the stretch if they're going to get themselves back in the ball game. Right now, they're 12 for 21. They have -9. See, bad pass right there. You got to get that up in the air. And once you get a defender down that low, you got to draw the defender. Once you get that low, you probably should have taken the shot yourself off the glass.
Yeah, you're right. Williams nets it. He has 7. It's been a second half that has been a defensive Picasso for Wayne State. They have limited the Tornadoes to just 2 of 13 from the floor, and they have yet to hit a 3, 0 of 5.
I tell you what, and now the Tornadoes are going to try to change it up 2-2-1, going to try to force the tempo a little bit. And those are the trap areas. You want to get it over.
A team that's played a couple games should probably have that trap a little more cohesive than most.
Yeah.
Good sign Wayne State could break it for the Warriors.
Absolutely. What you want to do sometimes the press is just to take some time off the shot clock.
Turnover there, ripped away.
It's one of the things they didn't do in the first half. Didn't take care of the basketball.
Simmons with a steal. Jenkins with a wild reverse that nearly went. And it's going to go back the other way. No foul call.
Yeah, hit the shot clock. Hit the apparatus. The shot clock above the rim.
Was hoping for the call.
Watch the Jordan-ness move right here. Going to go Michael Jordan. Good move right here.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Not too much English.
Yeah. Never too much English in America.
Oh, yes. Sometimes in a pool game, though, there can be a little too much English.
Oh, absolutely.
You play pool?
Absolutely. Grew up playing pool.
Really?
Grew up playing pool. Was pretty good at it. Pretty good at it. Won a lot of soda money and a lot of other things playing pool.
Soda, what's that?
Oh, well.
Topside 3, bang.
Knocking it down right there top.
City.
Well, down south they call it pop.
I
Up
know.
there they call it soda. Oh, what part of the country you in?
I know. You know I had to razz you.
Go inside right here. Got Walker right there inside. Once you
Yeah.
try to get around him, you can't get around him. Once he got position right there, Wayne State players should just let him get in the post and just let him work from there.
So why not as many touches? Do you put that on the passer? Do you put that on Sean not creating enough space?
Yeah, well,
Who's responsible for him not getting enough touches?
Well, most of the time the players got to know your personnel. You got a horse down there who can score the basketball, but he's not been efficient. He had some looks inside that he's missed. He missed a lot of bunnies inside as well.
Fair.
And then what he's doing, he's laboring up and down the floor a little bit. I see him struggling getting up and down the floor. And then when you got 3 fouls, you're playing not to get your 4th foul. Unfortunately, he probably took some of his aggression away from him. But you got to go to your best player, especially when you're struggling shooting from the floor. He's a horse inside.
Got his own miss and got fouled again.
And that's a cardinal sin right there if you Warriors of Wayne State. You got to box out the shooter. Somebody is not talking. Got to get your body into the shooter and allow Walker to get there, get 2 more. He's been struggling.
I don't blame him. Who's going to get in his way?
Well, listen, if you're an offensive player, you get to the foul line, you just want to see it go through any kind of way. So this can get him going if he starts to knock down his free throws. I've seen that with players who struggling from the floor, struggling inside. All of a sudden they get some free throws to go down, see the ball goes in, and really elevates the offensive game.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. It's a 10-point game. Don't go anywhere. The Tornadoes made a splash early. They're looking to exit with a bang. Back with more from Detroit after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Walker for his 6th attempt of the afternoon. Got it. 4 of 6 is Walker with that soft touch. He's improved upon that 57% free throw shooting from a year ago. And his coach told us that's something he had to do.
No doubt about it. If you're a big guy inside, if you continue, sort of like if you're like Shaquille O'Neal, you can be effective for the first 3 quarters down the stretch of the game. You can't be in there if you can't knock down the free throws.
Briggs sets it up high in the left against Sean Walker.
He's got a mismatch right here. Should have cleared it out for him.
Yeah. Working against zone. Right wing 3, heel off no, and Walker in this Tornado defense was efficient. Leak out, open, corner 3, no, long. And saved by Brantley. And here comes Wayne State up by 9. They've led by as many as 11 in this game.
What you want to do, you want to get a good offensive set right here. You possibly want to go inside, use something, as well. I tell you, Briggs has been very effective.
Don't leave him alone. They do. And the Tornadoes come away with it. Jenkins on the push.
He almost got the shooter bounce right there.
Attack and the high hands.
And actually, that was on the pass off. Let's see what the official call. It was not a shot attempt. Unless you're on a 1-on-1. He gives him 2. Watch the pass off. There you go. Yeah. So these are the rules that the NCAA is allowing now. You can challenge these type of things. One of the things look at, missed that call right there, but definitely on the pass off.
And you can tell that by intent. Is that how they're going to judge it?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're going to judge intent based on what is.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. If he's on his way up in the shooting motion and it goes out of his hand, that's different. But he maintained control of the basketball. When he heard the whistle, he passed it off, because he easily had a shot attempt. So that shouldn't have been a 2-shot foul.
Jenkins got it.
Let's see what Talladega does. They're going to continue to stay in this press, going to try to change the complexity of the game. The only thing Wayne State got to do is take care of the basketball. And the clock becomes their enemy right now. Less than 5 minutes in the ball game coming up. And what you want to do is get a high percentage shot. You're up 7 points now. And what you want to do is attack him now.
Corner 3, got it. Splash City. Nowecki again. That's his second triple. Give him 11.
And I'll tell you, those threes come at a great time when they were struggling down on the offensive end of the basketball. That's a big 3-point shot right there. Makes it a 10-point game.
Nowecki active the other way as well.
And what you want to do if you Talladega now. Talladega's doing a good job getting to the foul line, Chad, with no time running off the clock to put some points on the board. For Talladega, the clock is the enemy right now. So what they got to do is knock down their free throws. They have not been shooting well from the free throw line. They're 20 for 30 right now. It's a 9-point game, so they missed 10 free throws. So that's been huge for them. As I mentioned in the first half, remember these free throws. And now it's coming back to haunt them a little bit. But coming down the stretch with 4:43 left, if they start to knock down their free throws, get some stops, they get themselves right back in the ball game.
Definitely not a comfort zone.
It's an 8-point ball game.
Jotham Nowecki has really come on in the second half. A guy that averaged 13 points a year ago, on his way to second-team All-MCCAA honors. And also all defensive team honors.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He has 11 points and 8 rebounds.
Another steal here that just went off.
Very lucky right there.
Hands. But this is part of Wayne State and multiple teams within their team and different things they can do with lineups and speed and size. I mean, we're seeing this recipe working pretty well.
Absolutely. I tell you, Briggs and Milwaukee have solidified themselves thus far this afternoon.
You bet. Corner 3 off. Bing Wallace with the board. Time to make a move if you're Talladega. They're down 8 with 4:20 left.
And you got to go to the basket. You can't sit out here and play with it. You got to do something off the bounce, get to the rim just like that right there. But you got to get a shot off. You're in no man's land right there.
Got a man down the other way. Briggs attacks and draws the foul. And that's going to set him up nice and tight at the free throw line with the clock stopped.
And that was a bad possession for Talladega. You got downhill, but then you got yourself in a situation where you had to throw up a shot. You left your feet.
Well, coming up next, we've got a dandy with UAD Mercy, led by Mark Montgomery against Central State.
Central State, the SIC.
Yeah, they brought the band, so it's going to get loud in here.
I tell you what, if you have never seen an HBCU band, I remember when I was at Clark, Atlanta, we played Kentucky State.
Oh, yeah, the Thoroughbreds.
And, man, we happened to be blowing them out. And I said, I ain't got too much to say to these guys. I'm going to go out and watch this band. And we stood in the hallway because it was like a show. It was phenomenal.
Sure.
I mean, what a great band the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State had back in 2006 to 2011. Enjoyed watching them. Great atmosphere in the arena as well.
Sure. We had the pleasure of covering Kentucky State and Central State in football earlier this year in August. And that was a lot of fun witnessing both bands put on a clinic. Walker on the wing.
He's out too far. He's out too far.
Working up against Tommy Chloe.
Yeah, he's big enough to post deeper. You know, once he gets out that far, he's not agile feet. So you got to, the defense have won that battle, pushing him out far in the mid-range, in the mid-post as we call it.
Timeout on the floor. Warriors by 10 in Detroit, Michigan. Thanks for watching Hoops and Culture. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D. He's Daryl Jacobs. My name is Chad Bush.
Chad Bush. I'm Daryl Jacobs.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. Talladega, NAIA Division I school, playing in the HBCU conference. Dr. Kiki Barnes is the commissioner of the conference there. Tremendous conference. You know, Talladega has a lot of rich history. You know, Archie Epps, the first African-American administrator at Harvard. James Merriman, physician, the first African-American physician in Portland, Oregon. And Deion Sanders. Do you know Deion Sanders has an honorary degree from Talladega?
I did not know that.
And 2000,
prime time?
Yep, prime time. Gave it to him in 2020.
Very cool. Very cool. He's doing great things. Colorado. Sean Walker's been busy down in the paint in the second half of the second half.
Yeah, that's a foul right there. See, that's a fatigue foul.
Sure.
And he was so scared to pick up that foul. And I don't know if he.
Foul on Sean Walker, his fourth.
I tell you.
9th team foul.
He was walking over the bench like he was ready to come out the game. So that tells me a lot about your mentality. You know, even though you got 4, you know you're not coming out with 3 minutes to go in the game. You might as well try to ride it out and try to make it contribute.
Run it by White too, make sure it's okay.
This free throw offensive reset by the returning starter, Chloe.
Just pull it out. You got an opportunity now to get it close to 3 minutes to go the ball game and hit a quick hitter. Gonna run it right here, see what you can run. And you should tack Walker inside.
Good active hands down low will force ball out of bounds, baseline
That's just
left.
knowing game situations. You know, Walker got 4 fouls. You go inside to his guy, he's not gonna foul him. He's gonna be able to score. If he does, you can get a big guy out the game.
3 ball, had to hurry, and it's an air ball by Kelvin Chloe.
And this is where you practice your situation basketball at. You know, you're down 9 points with 3:15 to go in the game. What kind of offense you going to run? You're going to look to attack the basket, or you're going to try to take your time and use the clock here. You got to open it up, get downhill.
Jenkins drives, left hand, no good.
That's the second time in a row he's been in that situation. Tough shot. You know, you got to go inside to the big fella inside. Clear it out for him. 4 round 1 and let him operate.
It's that length of Wayne State, something that Coach wanted to add. 2 things, length and size. And he said not just the bigs, people think big.
Right, on the
perimeter too.
Perimeter, absolutely. And that, he wanted depth as well. You can never have enough depth. Travel right there, good call. Tell you, Talladega's got some chances. Last couple of times down the floor, the Warriors have not had a good offensive set. Let's see if there's a sense of urgency right now. Situation basketball, got to practice quick hitters. Go inside to the big fella. You got to dribble down to him. Look at him. You're not looking at him. Bad pass, bad angle, just a bad pass, bad execution.
Jenkins with a steal, back the other way, slam-a-gemma. Jotham Nowecki with a hammer. And the Oak Park native has the has the Warriors up 11.
What you got to do, this is why you work on execution a little bit. If you look, Warriors of Talladega had a chance to go inside to the big fella from the pass entry from the wing, brought it up to the top, and they try to make a hook pass. And these are the things you're going to look at on film. On the other side of the ledger, for the Warriors, what a great second half they're having. Begin to execute a little bit. First game under your belt, getting the jitters out a little bit. And now, Coach, you can go back and watch this film after the game and see what some of your players are at and decide what you're going to do. Hopefully you got another exhibition game or scrimmage game to determine who's going to be your starting 5 and who may be guys coming off the bench. If you got 10 guys, great. You got 10 guys. Sometimes you may have 10 guys. Some nights you may not have it as well. Every time I had that luxury as a coach, I was a championship coach. So when you got 2 starting 5s, it bodes well for you.
Adds to the depth and adds to the defense because you have that extra energy to give extra effort.
But also it adds to the sense of urgency because if you ain't doing the job,
That's right.
somebody else is going to come behind you that can do the job. Absolutely.
Yep.
Always healthy competition, but understand you guys are one sound, and we all in it together.
That's right. So Wayne State will play keep away as they're +9 with 2 to go.
It's all about execution. Everything should be going to the basket right now. Bad pass, another bad pass. You got to take care of the basketball. And everything is practice of situation basketball. Even though it's an exhibition game, nice move right there, good finish.
Briggs has been the man. That gets him to 20. And he's shot 50% from the floor tonight. And a pretty big game for Mr. Briggs.
He's been the most consistent offensive player, him and Nowecki. You see good finish inside, good pick and roll right there by the Tornadoes.
Count it for Ethan Smith, but another look at the Briggs big-time living right roll and drive.
Okay, look like Allen Iverson a little bit there. That's good concentration, good finish at the rim.
So for Talladega, I mean, look, you got to be happy, right? You came into Detroit, you had a good time, you took a flight up here. You don't fly often.
That's right.
As an NAIA.
Absolutely.
And they showed something.
Absolutely.
Despite the loss here.
And you know what? You're playing against one of the you're playing against a team in a conference that's one of the best in the country. Easily top 5 conference in the country, the GLIAC. And you're playing against a team who is not predicted to be a upper echelon team, but can very well be an upper echelon team. Who knows?
Sure.
But you can't do that, being that type of team, not take care of the basketball.
Jenkins got it ahead and somehow got it into the hands of Smith, who stuffed it home.
And it's only a 6-point ball game, so good
Yeah,
timeout by Coach Hartfield. Let's don't count Talladega out, because as I mentioned, the Warriors have been giving them opportunity after opportunity. Good pass, good dunk right there by the young fella.
We'll keep it right here with 73 seconds left.
We got ourselves a ball game. Now, think about this. They're 25 for 36 from the foul line, Talladega, which is basically the ball game right now. And give Warriors a lot of credit. 12 for 17 from the foul line. This is huge. Free throw shooting is huge. People don't know how important free throw shooting is, but give Talladega a lot of credit for not giving up and not having a good second half. But on the other side of the ledger, Warriors have done a great job on the offensive glass in the second half and executing and knocking down shots.
They have indeed. Much better clip at 45% from the floor. They've also limited turnovers in the second half just enough. It's not going to make Brian Smothers smile when he watches film. He watches 16 turnovers, but
absolutely,
it's better than what the pace was headed for.
Absolutely. They had 7 in the first half, that 9 in the second half. The bench is being outscored 24-11. So these are things he wanted to prove upon, and now the film ain't going to lie when they look at it.
Foul on Jenkins.
And that's what he wants to do. He wants to play the foul line, play the foul game. He's going to substitute defense and offense right now. Good job by Coach Hartfield, and make them make free throws.
Jalen Jenkins out of Belleville by way of Macomb Community College. And this is a guy that they believe can help them quite a bit. Jalen Jenkins played 34 games last year for Macomb and was a part of their 5th place finish nationally. He was on the honorable mention team. He put up 7 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds a game for Macomb Community College.
Yeah, anytime you bring a JUCO player in, you expect the JUCO player to come in and pay dividends right away. And you got to be productive right away, as well. So some great stats, finished 5th in the country, which bodes well. Great junior college program over the years, Macomb is. So Coach Smothers and the staff got a good one here.
All part of 8 new players. Got them both, and back the lead up to, split the pair, and now with 60 seconds left, you got to defend.
And no sense of urgency right here for him.
Corner 3, cross-court pass, heel out, no. Big boy rebound.
And you got to foul. You got to start the foul. You got to foul him right away. And you could have got a better shot than that. You could attack the basket. At least attack the basket. If you get fouled, attacking the basket, you go to a chance of free throw line and put some points on the board without the clock moving. So one thing the Warriors got to do here at Wayne State is knock down their free throws. They get out of here with a good exhibition win, a much-needed ball game. And these guys needed it as well. The coaching staff needed it as well. Some things they got to work on, just like both teams as well.
Yep. Yeah. Got it to go. This is a career high for Briggs. He had 19 points a year ago against Davenport, but this will surpass it. And he's a big part of what Wayne State did. They came from behind. They were down 7 in this game. 3 balls short, rebound, stick back, blocked, and contained. Yes, how about it for Kelvin?
And they forced Sean Walker to shoot a 3-point shot. So that tells you right there they won the battle in terms of the physicality. Instead of him getting down low, I don't think they looked for him enough in the second half. As you see right here, it's a good block right there. Good no call by the official. And had enough presence of mind to slow it up and knock down your free throws. You're going to get out of here with a win.
Tom Chloe, lone returning starter from a year ago. Guy they really like and trust, and a guy that can help them, and a smart, trusted guy, and one of the captains that Brian Smothers is going to rely on.
And he's battle-tested. You've been through the league. You battle-tested. So a lot of new guys, the 8 new guys come in. You can onboard them, as we say, how it's going to be in the league and really get in their ear. And that's going to be important for Coach Smothers and the staff.
Out of Ghana is Mr. Tom Chloe. Ball loose on the baseline, and we've got a whistle and a foul.
But everything is all about execution. Even though it's an exhibition game, that's a good execution right there, out of bounds play. You got something to build on right there. You got to look at the positive things you did as well, and you got to reward the young men for doing the positive things that you wanted. But also you got to have that humble pie when you watch the film session and point those things out. And you have to be accountable as well. If the kids are receptive to it, you're going to grow as a team.
Well, it's been fun. It's not over yet, but with 9 seconds to go, Wayne State wasn't always having fun in this game. They had to come from behind. They were down by 10 at one point.
And then went on an 8-2 run in the half to tie the game at 29. And the second half got off to like a 7-0 run and never looked back.
There you see some VIPs led by Desmond Ferguson. Some of the great folks taking in the fun here at Hoops and Culture.
Detroit has some great basketball in the early 70s. A lot of pros came out of the city of Detroit. Great high school basketball, even though I'm from the New York City, New Jersey area. But of course, any urban area, you know where some great basketball, whether it's here in Detroit, New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles.
What's
Oakland.
Detroit known for, from your perspective, being from New York City? What was it that you, before you ever came here, what was Detroit known for when you think basketball?
Talented players. If you know the history of basketball, even when Dick Vitale, who was a New Jerseyan, was at the University.
You're trying to claim him now?
He was at the University of Detroit when he had, all those guys, Terry Duhan and all those guys playing for him as well. And then you have some great players, Eric Money and all these guys coming out of here, out of the city of Detroit, making it to the NBA. And you watch the Detroit Pistons back in the day, even before when Dave Bing and those guys were playing. And we ain't talking about the bad boys, of course, then, with Chauncey Billups and Rich Hamilton and Ben Wallace. This city is known for some great basketball, and not just great basketball in the city, guys that came from here, and women as well.
Sean Walker at the horn, no good, and that's kind of how it went tonight for Talladega in this second half. Wayne State rips off a second half that they'll try to bottle up and take with them. They win this going away 67-59 in a game in which they led by 12 at one point with 6:22 to go. Daryl Jacobs, they took their time and they really made their most of their minutes in the second half.
Well, you made the adjustment in the second half. First half you didn't shoot as well, but you was in the ball game, as I mentioned, because they was only shooting like 31% from the floor. They was having to tie the ball game going to 8-2. And a half, came out in the second half, exerted themselves on the defensive side of the basketball, and was able to make some shots as well and open up the game.
I want to thank our executive producer, Alex Westfall, for all the great hardworking folks on this crew. I want to thank my friend Daryl Jacobs. Excellent job as always, sir. We'll see you soon enough.
You got it.
Awesome work. My name is Chad Bush. This is Hoops and Culture. Thanks for watching. Wayne State a winner at home on their home turf. They protected with a 9-point win. Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon. So long, everybody.